What's up, you guys? Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. All right, I have like 10 minutes before I need to be on my call with my group program that I coach. But I wanted to jump on here and just talk a little bit heartfelt, you guys, about words and yourself and your reaction to what's going on in the world. So I posted yesterday, and the light in here is terrible, but I posted yesterday about or 2 days ago about like 3 words to describe 2020, right? Hi Mari. And I had a lot of people that were like, growth, learning, blah, blah, blah. And then there was a lot of people that were, just very lower vibrating words. And so first I want to say 2020 has not been a normal year. 2020 has been a weird year. 2020 has been a hard year. But like, what does that get you, right? Like, I agree that there are some really terrible things happening in the world. I agree that, like suicide is up. And I mean, like, there's so many things that have not been great, right? Like, I own a brick and mortar business. Trust me, I get it. We were closed for 2 months. We had to downsize. Like, I get it. And I agree. And if that is the energy you've been in since March, I want you to take a second and I want you to think about like, what I believe to be true about the shutdowns and about COVID and about all of these things is like, it's been a magnifying glass to where you were in life, right? So to me, again, just my opinion, and you can disagree with me and I completely understand that. But if you're in a place where you are really fearful of the disease and you're not, elderly and you don't have pre-existing conditions, I get all of that. But like, is that a reason to look at your health and go, wow, this is a magnifying glass to the things that I should have been changing, right? Like, maybe I'm eating not the right foods to nourish my body. Maybe I'm drinking too much. Maybe I'm doing other things that really aren't serving me, right? And if you're not connected spiritually, there's that other sense of like, oh my God, the world is happening to me. Fear is taking over, right? Like, this is an opportunity, you guys, to look within inside of yourself. The answers are not going to come from outside, right? The world is not going to just wake up. It's very clear now. The world is not just going to wake up one day and be like, everything's back and we're back to normal. Like, that's not going to happen. But you get to be the creator. You get to be the creator of your life. You get to go, well, this sucks. I lost my job. Now what, right? What do I learn from this? How do I grow from this? Like, you get to pivot. You get to change. You get to shift. But you have to take control and you have to decide that you are in control of your life. You're in control of your health. You're in control of your emotions. You're in control of all of it. You get to feel it. It gets to suck and you get to move on and you get to shift and you get to go, what is this here to teach me? What else could this mean? Like, you get to be more curious, right? Curiosity is the thing that will change your life. And if you go back to March, Brandon and I did, I don't even know, 100 days of live videos, right? And all the stuff that we talked about back then is still relevant. Like, we need connection and we need community and we need consistency and we need congruency and you need to show up for yourself. So I just want you guys to look at, like, what language are you using? What things are you letting into your life? Like, what are you listening to? What is the environment you're in, right? Like, who are you surrounded with? And like, if you're not in a place where you're able to start to go, okay, well, what can I do instead? Like, how can I shift if it's a job? How can I shift my health? How can I change my perspective? How can I look inward? How can I see where my protectors are showing up? How can I see how I'm projecting? How can I see this as a blessing, right? Like, you've got to ask those questions, right? Like, I had one of the gals at the gym years ago and she was like, you are like the queen of silver linings. And I'm like, guys, it's not the queen of silver linings, but everything here is to teach you something. Life is happening for you, but you've got to look at it and go, okay, what does this mean? How do I shift? How do I change? Because if you just let life happen to you, you're going to be a very unhappy individual and it's not going to be any fun. And I get it, right? Like, I get it. I'm not saying it's not okay to feel that way, but I'm saying you get to feel it. You get to move through it. You get to look inside and then you get to grow. Right? Life is about growing. You get to grow, you get to teach, you get to show up differently, you get to be there for your kids, you get to do all of this stuff in a way that you never have because you've never been in a situation like this before. So I just want you guys to look at that and go, what language am I using? What things are on repeat in my mind? What am I letting in, right? Like, I'm sorry, but if you guys are watching the news 24/7, please stop watching the news, right? Like, stop listening to that stuff, right? Just stop it, right? You can be informed, you can go read stuff, but please stop watching the news. Stop letting that stuff in. Find an environment. Find people that lift you up and support you. Be that person for yourself. Be that person for your kids. Look at where the opportunities to shift your life really exist. Okay, Megan, what'd you say? It's supposed to be a coincidence. I paddled today. Yeah, like, guys, I know it's hard, and I'm not saying it's not hard, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I am saying you get to be the creator. You get to have your power. Like, stand up, change your life, and let this be the year that you were like, you know what? The last month of 2020 was the best month of 2020, because I'm here to tell you there's no magic thing that's going to happen on January 1st. There is no magic, like, thank God 2020 is over. It's your choice. It's your decision, and you need to go change it. So if you don't have a job, send me a message. I will help you. I am the master at creating businesses for people. I love doing this. If you're struggling emotionally, send me a message. Like, if you need help, reach out. There are people. There is a community. We have that community, and I'm here for you, and I just want you to shift those words, change the way you're showing up in the world right now, and change your life. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm a little fired up, but I just felt you guys really needed to hear this. So appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Have an amazing Thanksgiving, and I'll see you later.